welcome back to everything in between. For the longest time I've talked about facing fears and that's the only cure, and I'm definitely already feeling it, but I thought, since it's the 20th episode or whatever, that I would change it up and face a fear. So I'm going to walk to my park, which I have not been able to do, and we're just going to see what happens. I know I told a couple people that I was going to do this, and I'm not sure how to read comments or whatever, but we'll just see. Maybe they'll show up. So how's it going, guys? We're out in the world, moving, walking around. I don't think I would be able to do this without, knowing that I have people and my wife, the group. It really means a lot to me. What you guys do, I know I say all the time. Hold on, I'm actually going to light this cigarette real quick. I say all the time that I beat anxiety before. And, I ended up right back where I was, not be able to go anywhere. And everywhere I go, I freak out. Even in a car for 5 minutes, so. But I know that the only cure is to face your fear. And that's what we're doing. Bring them on camera. You got this. You go, Michael. Thanks, guys. I'm trying. So far, so good. I feel a little bit in my heart, my chest, but I'm sort of confident. It's really hot out. Heat's another trigger of mine. I probably should have wrote something down, huh? So we're just seeing how it goes, right, guys? Seeing what happens. Agoraphobic dude walking. I wonder if I should just go as far as I can, skip the park completely. We'll see how I feel. Hell yeah, dude. I feel like I'm not as talkative as I usually am, sitting comfortably in my chair. It's like I'm naked. That's probably why they call it exposure therapy. I feel vulnerable. But I got my cigarettes, right? Journey, I told my wife to watch this in case I lose it. So, if I do end up freaking out, hopefully within a few minutes, I won't be. But we'll see. It's getting really hot. Beanie is probably not the way to go, but it's like my safe blanket thing. And now I'm feeling it in my chest. This might be triggering, guys. I don't know if. Now it's like dizziness. I'm okay though, Journey. If you're watching, you don't need to come. But I might need to chill for a minute. It's hot. Shaking. Heart's going. I'm crouching down at the moment, desperately getting my cold water bottle. Trying to close the lid. Hard to breathe a little bit. It's very fucking hot, guys. I should have picked a windier day. But I know my wife's waiting for me at the destination. So I gotta keep moving. Man, you would think when the sun goes down it would be less hot. feel it in my chest, just like my heart. Strong breath, shallow. But I know I have to do it. I've been avoiding reading the comments. What I'd have for dinner. I had a burrito. It was really fucking spicy too. You'll have back on the way? I don't know what that means. But that's alright. Deep breath, stay focused. You're meeting your wife. Yeah. Stay concentrated. Not on the panic, but something good. Feel strong. Manifest bravery. Think about death. But I control it. I'm in control. Focus on your muscles when you breathe. Make sure they expand. I'm just going to try to think about something simple. I'm going to try to realize that all of these houses, you know, if I really do start freaking out, people are good. You know, if I need help, I'm sure someone would help me. No matter where I am, I'm safe in my body. You'll have backup on the way is what I meant. Got it. Keep talking to us. You're doing amazing talking. Hey guys. Hey Julian. I'm just trying to expose myself. not in a naked sort of way, but in a brave sort of way. Everything's gonna be alright. God, it's a good thing I rolled 2 cigarettes, because I am ready for my second one. Whew. Let's light this puppy up, okay guys? Because we definitely need it. I'm gonna take a stop right here, light this up. Look like a homeless dude. My beanie in summertime? What's this guy thinking? Yeah, I know, it's fucking hot. Doing good, so proud of you. Thanks, guys. Danielle wants to join you on video. I think I have to do this alone, Danielle, but I appreciate you. I know that I have you guys, and that brings me comfort. But I appreciate it. I mean, I definitely will. If I start freaking out, I'll tag all you guys in. Cigarette's not lit. Hold on, I gotta stop. I also think I'd say this a lot too. It's important to take in where you are. You know, I think if I were to sit down, you know, right here, I kind of don't want to because it's someone's yard, but if I were to sit down, you know, on the corner here and just like, God, the camera's so blurry, and just like focus on the ground, and you know, maybe there's some bugs there, get really comfortable, you know, in a place where I feel afraid. Make it simple, make it peaceful and quiet. God, I never sweat, eh? I'm always in that 70-degree AC, but it's like 95 out here. Also never exercise until the walk is taking its toll. That burrito must have been good. It was spicy, dude. Like, I like hot sauce, but it was very spicy. Well, I just had an unexpected surprise during dinner. Yeah. I was like, what the fuck? Halfway through the burrito, I had to stop. I could see the park, by the way. That's it. I might not stop it there. I might just see how long I can exist at it. And also, if I run out of things to talk to, I might just be like, alright, Journey, I've had enough. Wait, how did you handle the heat on your wedding day? It was in February, so it wasn't too bad. I don't remember it being too hot. Actually, I remember people complaining about the cold, so there's people at the park. It's alright. Gotta do what you gotta do. So here's what happened. As soon as I started walking, I was afraid. And maybe halfway there, it was really hard to breathe, chest. Potentially if you have people in your life, like my wife, she's watching, and the moment I lose it, she'll come get me. But she's also parked right here, which it's still, triggering just being out on my own. But I have made it close enough for her to see me, which is good. But I might take a walk around this park and then I might end it. But I made it. I definitely feel a little bit safer knowing that Journey is in eyesight of me. But I'm gonna take a left instead of taking it right to her and walk around, and then I'll end it. This is probably not like a cool podcast. Like, I'm not gonna say anything super smart. I'm full of nerves. There's kids playing at the park. Hopefully I'll be able to do that. I mean, I'm here, So if I can get here in 9 months if the baby comes, I should be able to come to the park. And well, I guess newborns probably don't play at parks, but I'll be able to go to the park. I'll make myself push through the fear. I mean, I definitely did just now, It was hard to breathe, and I kept going. I mean, honestly, I think the worst part of this walk was the heat. The heat is hot. The storm and lightning in the background makes it way more awesome. Yeah, I'm potentially beating a storm on its way. God, these cigarettes just unlight themselves, huh? I really gotta think of something cool to say before I make it all the way around this park. Close it all in, wrap it up, something nice. What's weird is like I'm starting to feel a little bit okay just like being out, but I feel like the moment I get into that car and head home, the nerves are gonna pop back up. But at least I know that like I started feeling anxious and it was hard to breathe and like my heart was going, but I had backup plans. Journey obviously watching this and just push through. It is my thoughts. I'm not going to die. It's hot, but sometimes you gotta be a little hot. Your body is an amazing thing. We used to survive, without air conditioning and just like unlimited food. We had to frickin', I don't know. You know what I'm saying. We're strong. We gotta remember that. Stronger than we think we are. Seeing someone else do this is encouraging too. Yeah, I thought, I feel like I owed this to you guys, but I also owed it to myself. I talk sorry, it's hard. I talk all the time about like how I think I pay too much attention to the group, and I'm never working on myself. I thought, it's time. I try to post on that group weekly goals or whatever, and Saturday was the deadline for me to make it to this park, and I just completely spaced it because I'm just so focused on like getting people in and making sure everybody's okay. And also I'm using it to avoid because fear is scary. God, this cigarette, I really just need to start inhaling all the time, huh? Gotta put it down for a minute. Oh, beanies in summertime, eh, guys? Not the way, dude. That lightning, yeah, it's in front of me, or majority of it is. You did it, and that's freaking awesome, man. Yeah, Journey is on the other side of that basketball court, waiting for me to make it all the way around. We used to actually play Pokemon Go when it first came out at that corner. There was a Pokestop there, and when people first started playing, they were like nervous and they would kind of edge towards us because they were embarrassed of like You know, they didn't want us to know they were playing too, but we knew. We knew what they were doing. That lightning though, yeah, it really is fucking like fireworks right now. Celebrating us. Facing fears. I mean, I do think you get a reward, even if you don't see something like that. Within yourself, you could say I did it. And if you did that, then you could probably do a little further. I think I already said this, but, you know, no matter where you are, you're in your body. It's just a thought. Pokemon Go, oh my god, yeah, those are some good days. Me and Chance are by the light across that grass, yeah. We're by the basketball courts right there. Whew. Gryffindor shirt, yeah. Journey likes Harry Potter, and I forgot. Oh, I think I got this for Christmas. Journey's like a big Harry Potter fan. And yes, I actually am a Gryffindor. The traffic might suck for the whatever, so I might cut into the park a little bit to like get away from these stupid cars. So I'm gonna go up and down a hill. Exercise, am I right, guys? That lightning is crazy, yeah. I mean, it's that time of the year, for us at least. It always seems like the storm circles around us, though. Man, if I took off my hat, right? It is wet in there right now. Yeah, Harry Potter's alright. There's people in my path. Oh my god, guys, what am I gonna do? There's someone walking their dog. It's okay. I can take him. Just kidding. I probably can't. Exercise. God, keep talking. Be entertaining. This is a frickin' episode. Those are my thoughts that I'm telling myself. We'll always do better than what we think. You know, sometimes I thought I honestly halfway through when I started to breathe, like not very well or whatever, I thought I was about to call for Journey to just come get me right there. But I gave myself a chance to feel it and, you know, see if I can get out of it. It's kind of hard to breathe just walking. This hill sucks. I need to get used to exercising. I say that all the time, that we should probably start trying to work out at home. You know, be prepared for shit like this. I'm running off of burritos and soda, so probably not the wisest move. Hey, Amber. I'm just exposing myself. Not in that way, but, you know, in a different way. In a good way. I appreciate you guys, honestly. Like, just you guys being here with me. And, you know, if anybody else wants to do something like this, anybody could hit that live button, you know, and, like, I'll be cheering you on. I know a lot of people probably would. I chose to do it at night because it's fucking hot here. It's still hot right now. Sometimes we just gotta push, even if we don't want to. Like, I don't know. I think I wanted the glory of doing it. You know, I wanted to feel good about doing it. But as soon as I started, you know, it's hard to force yourself to do things like that. And I said in another episode with that psychologist friend of mine, it's sort of like, you know, your brain is telling you the stove is on fire, and you know, you have to force yourself to put your hand there until you realize it's not, and that's a hard thing to do, you know. But I'm closing in on Journey. She's there with my dog, and that was my goal. Make it to the park with my doggy. Probably should hang out with him for a second on here, but I did my goal, and hopefully, Anthony, you walk 2 streets, you know what I'm saying, instead of one. Amber, I hope you sit outside your house and, can enjoy the sun. I think you all can do it. It's hard, and, my first idea was that I was going to walk like a few miles, but it's okay to start small. And, this might seem big or small compared to, what your fear is, but I was definitely afraid of this fear, and I did it, and I feel a lot better that I did, and hopefully the next time I can go further. I'm not going to wait for 10 more episodes. I'll probably try to do it more often, but thanks for watching, guys. Sorry if this wasn't like a cool, entertaining one, but I really do appreciate you guys. Honestly, sometimes when I think about you guys, I just start crying because, like, we all feel the same shit, and it's a very unique experience of isolation, and we all sort of understand each other, and it's a special kind of friendship and love, and I, in my dreams, I wish I could just beat it completely and fly to all of you guys and walk across the street with whoever or whatever we got to do, like. That would be my dream, and we'll see if that can become a reality. But for now, I love you guys, and we're all family. So let me catch up on this. This was a great episode. Thank you. Super proud of you, man. You did great. Thanks, brother. And technically we're always together, so I'll probably talk to you in like a few minutes, anyways. But I made it to the park with my puppy and my wife, who I love. Alright, brothers and sisters, mostly sisters. I'll see you guys later. Bye. Hey guys, I just wanted to extend the episode a little bit just because it was kind of short. I wanted to talk about maybe how I was feeling during, and so, I was pretty confident leading up to it. That's why I did it in the first place. But I didn't expect to have as much fear as I did. I obviously had my wife at the park there waiting for me, and she was watching the live video or whatever, ready to pick me up. And the moment I got out, I just was afraid, and I felt like dark chills in my body, and it was difficult to breathe. I think by the time you saw me get the water bottle out, that was the worst part of it. And within my mind, I thought in 3 seconds, if this increases, I'm just gonna have Journey pick me up. But I knew I had to do it, and I just started thinking about the group, and just that I had to, and I just thought I would see what would happen. I was trying to push those thoughts aside as much as I could, and as I got closer to when I showed the houses where I'm like, people are good, I'm just trying to think of positive things, and I kept looking at the chat, and the encouragement I got from you guys really just pushed me over the edge, just in a good way. But yeah, it was nice. It was hard to do. There were plenty of times where it was hard to breathe, and I wanted to stop, but I kept going because I felt that I needed to, and the worst case scenario, I'm gonna panic and Journey will be there and it'll be over in a few minutes. But afterwards, on the way home, usually I'm afraid of cars. Cars are one of my biggest triggers. But I felt fine. I was sitting up straight, everything was good, and I just when I got home, I just felt light, a big weight had been lifted off me. I don't know, I figured I talk the talk all the time, but I needed to walk the walk, and I was really happy to do it. Something that I wanted to kind of talk about was just how to get started, and I think the first step is if you're constantly anxious and can never calm down, you need to try to figure out what's going on there. Is there something in my brain that, like, I literally can't control? Or is there something, that I can notice or discover that potentially I'm doing something wrong? Because if anything feels weird with us, we freak out. And, so the first thing I tell people is they should look at their sleep, make sure they're getting 8 hours. Are they eating? Are they drinking? I'm constantly sitting down, so when I get up, my legs are jello and I'm get lightheaded and dizzy, and I can explain that away because I know that's what's causing it. I'm not dying, and when normally that would be the case, I would just freak out and panic. But you got to try to exercise. Most people are on their feet for 8 hours a day, and you got to try to not do exactly that, but you got to get your body moving. But once you can, maintain calm for a certain amount of time, like at your house, for me, when I'm at my house, I'm pretty much perfectly fine. Gotta find what helps you feel safe, whether that's like your house or a safe person or whatever it is. But when you're in your calm state, you really need to try to find things you can do, like meditation or whatever it is. You have to find something that works for you. And, a way to test this is obviously not while you're having a panic attack, because no one can really talk to you and you can barely ever talk to yourself during it. But when you're feeling anxious, try one of those meditations. And I know that, a lot of people think that, they don't work for me or whatever, but really it's your choice if they work for you. If you go into it thinking it's stupid, then it won't work. But if you focus on it with all of your might, like if you picture this dumb thing you're doing, grabbing ice, squeezing your fist, whatever it is, if you put all of your mental energy into what you're doing for like a few minutes, then you'll calm down. And once you realize that you can focus on the most simple thing, as long as you're not thinking about your anxious thoughts, anxiety goes away. And I know it's hard with the creeping up racing thoughts and the physical sensations. My chest feels weird and I need to pay attention to that because that might be really bad. But you've experienced this a million times and nothing's ever happened to you. You've survived every panic attack you've ever had. When those feelings come up, when those anxious thoughts come up and the physical sensations, the one thing you should not do, especially if you know that it's anxiety and whatever, don't pay attention to it. Ignore it. We trick ourselves. So if something weird happens in our chest, just fucking think about, nope, that's not real, I'm not thinking about that, and think about something else. Because normal people have aches and pains and weird shit that happens to them all the time. They just either don't notice or push it aside, like, yeah, whatever, I feel a little weird, maybe I didn't sleep, maybe I pulled something, whatever, but I'll be fine. And that's how people think. But we're like, oh shit, I must have a blood clot everywhere and I'm tumors and cancer and just I'm gonna die. But those thoughts, just concentrating on the negative, whether it be a negative physical sensation or just like negative thoughts in general, like anticipating that you're gonna have a panic attack, all negative thoughts that you're focused on are going to contribute to skyrocket your anxiety and then send you off into a panic. So whenever you feel a negative thought, obviously bad things happen, and sometimes you can't help but have to deal with the bad things. But if you're typically freaking out all the time and you're always fine in the end, all of those things that you're thinking about, you need to try to ignore them with all of your might. And that comes in the meditation or whatever it is that you find that helps you, but you have to focus on something else. I was talking to someone, I won't mention their name, but they said they can't focus. Like when I was doing the meditation with them, they can't concentrate, and like they think that if they're not thinking about their anxious thoughts, they're just going to explode. And I've definitely felt that before. Like I remember being in the shower and feeling like I'm going to fall over and dizzy, and I'm concentrated on my legs and my chest, and I'm starting to sway and move, and I don't want to be moving. I want to be still and just be standing normally. And the moment I just said fuck it, like fuck you, I'm just gonna let go of all this tension that I'm holding in my legs, trying to balance and just let loose, standing there and just try to stand normal without focusing at all, I didn't fall. And I immediately realized, I've never fallen before, and if I did fall, I would probably catch myself. I've got pretty good hand-eye coordination, and if I fall, is falling death? Like, I'm just gonna be on the ground now, and you have to let go of those anxious thoughts, because you're not. I know I feel sometimes that if I concentrated on whatever it is that's weird, I'm like protecting myself from it, but in reality you're just poisoning yourself, and the only way to get rid of those feelings and thoughts is to let go of them and to think about something else. And once you realize that you can't do that, when that clicks for you, whether it be doing a meditation and wow, I'm actually calm, or just thinking a different thought for a certain amount of time, once you realize you can calm yourself down, you are unstoppable. And then you can start to expose yourself to the world, not in a naked way, but like a exposure therapy. I always say, if you're afraid of 10 steps, go 9, stare at it, but realize that if you're at the 10th step, or even you go past it to the 11th step, you have this thing you can do that calms you down. And if you just think about whatever else other than your anxiety, you'll calm down. And that confidence, and once you get past the 11th step, and the confidence that you build knowing that you can calm down, you don't even feel anxiety at all at that 11th step. You're unstoppable, and you will feel, all those negative, anxious thoughts that are dark chills and feel like you're gonna die, horrible, terrible, isolating for years feeling. It's the opposite of that. It's like golden, goosebumpy, adrenaline confidence. Nothing can fucking touch me because I'm so goddamn strong. And that's a good feeling, and that's the feeling you need to beat this shit. So eat, try to sleep, make sure your body's moving, work on the physical side of things. Then fucking scour the internet, talk to me, talk to anybody, think about whatever, figure out anything that can calm you down. And third, push yourself a little bit further and realize, no matter where you are, whether you're here in your house, or you're 5 miles away or across the goddamn ocean, you are in the same body, and nothing inside you is physically changing other than your thoughts. So if you can think about something other than panic, which is all meditation is, it's just, hey, look over there, and now I'm calm, and it's as simple as that. And I know that's difficult to hear, but it's absolutely true. And as an agoraphobic for 6 years, obviously that's like a shitty thing to say, but it is absolutely true. If you can think about that thing over there, whatever it is, that's the cure to anxiety. But also there's another part to it. Because, when you go through these exposure therapies and you start to feel the feelings and you calm yourself down, and even if you fail, and you have panic attack, and you feel like you're going to die and you're going to pass out, you have to understand that you never will. And that idea, that thought of, I'm never actually going to pass out or die from these anxiety attacks, that I'm, technically invincible from them. All of these things, the realization that this is not a death sentence, and that when people tell you you're gonna be okay and that you are okay, they're actually telling you the truth. Like, obviously it hurts. I know it hurts. I know we feel like we can't breathe, and we feel like we're having a heart attack, and it's the scariest shit in the world. But we're doing it to ourselves. Change the thoughts if you can. And, to the people in the group, I'm here for you, and everyone in that group is there for you. And I know we talk a lot about this is what's wrong with me, this is what I'm going on, I'm freaking out, whatever. And there's not a whole lot of pushing back, and when there is, everyone congratulates them. But I think what I'm trying to say is, we think a lot and talk a lot about having anxiety, But we also need to start talking about, what we can do to fight back. And we can fight back. I promise you. Yeah, well, I think that's all I really have. But if you need me, I'm here. And we can do this. I love you guys.